Hey guys, John here with the Grumpy Sports Dad Talk Show. And so, I'm going to kind of give a little bit of background about me. My name's John Aguayo. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I'm from Kitsap County. And I was born and raised on a reservation. And I also want to bring light to the fact that I am a recovering addict. And growing up, my parents were together. They divorced halfway... I think I was 16 when that officially happened. And my father was a very disconnected father. He was not interested in things I was interested in. What's going on, baby? Bert, drop it. All right, leave him alone. And it bothered me. Bert, what does he have? It's gone, baby. All gone. All gone. And it bothered me as a kid. He didn't really pay much attention to me. And later to find out there was pretty good reasons as to what was going on with that. But when you're a kid, you don't understand that. You don't feel that. And I think my relationship with my father was kind of what drove me into my addiction. And, my addiction got really low. I was homeless. I had a really rough time for a while. And through the grace of God and my higher power, I made my way out of it. I scraped myself up off the floor and I figured it out. And my message to you is, I am walking, talking proof that it's possible. My life has changed, and I know that yours can too. And if you're a person that doesn't even struggle with addiction, you might. Addiction, the drinking is such a small part. The using is such a small part of your addiction. It's your brain. I'm still an addict to this day. It's my brain that has the problem. It isn't. That's me. It's because your addicts are so typically uncomfortable in their own skin that they use to make themselves feel comfortable. And that's what I did. I had to use to make myself feel comfortable in any way I possibly could. And if you're somebody that's listening in and you don't particularly have a substance abuse issue, but you have an emotional regulation issue, I know that a lot of it is, as kids, especially when kids that are raised in survival type situations, they were never taught how to regulate, which means that they were never taught how to calm themselves down and think about actions instead of reacting, and utilizing their brain to come up with a solution instead of just reacting. Okay, baby, I'll get it for you in a minute, okay? And one thing that I had to learn about myself was that I'm a very, very, very emotional person. I have a lot of pent-up feelings, and usually my problem with that is that I don't talk about them. And I know that this is all generic stuff, but please, for the love of God, just talk to somebody. And you have no idea how much being of service to others and how that on its flip side can make things so much better for you and that other person, because feelings are universal. You don't have to go into specifics, even though that is kind of but what I mean is I understand what it feels like to be hopeless. I understand what it feels like to be helpless, sad, depressed, happy, angry. Everybody understands those feelings, and that's where we can be there for each other in the sense that I see you, I love you, I respect you, and whatever you're here talking to me about, I want you to know that whatever you want from me, I will be that. If you want to just talk, I'll talk. If you want me to just listen, I'll listen. If you want me to come up with solutions, I'll help you come up with solutions. And that presence, that presence of having someone there that cares about you can be one of the most powerful things and most underrated things that we have in this world. And like I said, so I am an addict, and since I've gotten off, which has been 7 years now, I've bought a house, I got a career, I've built a family, married, went to Hawaii, done countless vacations, got a truck, got a Tahoe, got dogs, got pigs, built freaking a shed, did all this stuff. And all that material stuff is nice, it's good, but what really is important to me is I have to be there for my fellow man, my friends, not man, just my friends, and I have to be present in my own life, which means that I can't let myself get caught up in all the BS of social media always. Obviously I do this, this is social media, it's not me saying that it's not okay, like, do it, have fun, do what makes you happy, but this is not real life. That is real life. And get out there. Have fun. When you fulfill your heart, material items will come. Because I heard a video say when you're chasing fulfillment, the money will become secondary. Because money is not the most important thing to us. I saw this video and it said, if I offered you $1 million every day, but you had to be sick for the rest of your life, would you take it? If I offered you $1 million, but your mama had to die, would you take it? So relationships and time are not, and health, are not the most, are more important to you than money. And this can go with so many different things if you just make a list and establish your value system. Your values, what you hold most dear, and you speak about the problems that you worry about when you're staring up at the ceiling on those sleepless nights, when you're feeling like there's no point in getting your ass out of bed, making it through the day. Those problems that you're worrying about in those times are the things that you need to discuss and you need to get off your heart. And it's almost like it's like when I was a kid, I used to go on roller coasters, and I had this really horrible pain that was in my lower stomach. It almost felt like it was in my private area, and I just and it was because I was a bottled up young man when it came to that, not overall. And I wouldn't yell, I wouldn't scream, woo, And the second that I learned to put my hands up and do, whoa, I stopped having that problem. And it's because holding that in is poison. Holding that in is poison, and you will, just like Rocky said, if you let that poison sit in your body, it'll beat you down to your knees and leave you there permanently if you let it. And that's what cowards do. And I know you're not a coward. I know that you're listening to this, knowing and believing in yourself just like I believe in you. And I love you. And I want you to know that no matter what you want to do in your life, I don't know if you can do it because there is limitations to us. We are human beings. But I know one thing's for sure is that I will be by your side through all of it, and I will encourage you through all of it. And if we can just spend more time encouraging each other, talking about the things we need to talk about, our world will change, and your world will change, and your smile will return. You'll laugh. You'll wake up and you'll enjoy the morning. You'll enjoy the sunset, and this is something that I just wish upon everybody, and it's not something that comes extremely easy to me. It's not. I have days where I don't feel that way, but I know that for the most part I do, and I want, and I know that you can't run. You can't run. Because you're going to find yourself when you get there. And so, don't give up. I love you. Thank you.